Hi everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Bruno Villas, and today I'm going to tell you sit down, because if you're not seated, you're going to fall backwards. Today's case is one of those with a big plot twist at the end. So stay with me until the end of the video to understand everything that happened and all the twists and turns of this case. Well, if you're just arriving here now and you're not subscribed yet, I already invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so that every time I publish a new video, YouTube will notify you and you can come watch it with me. Without further ado, let's get into today's case. Anna Zayachkivska was born on December 12, 1991, in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. Since she was little, her dream was to be a model. With a lot of effort and dedication, Anna succeeded. She fulfilled her dreams, and in 2013, she represented her country in Miss World. The pageant was held on September 28, 2013, in Bali, Indonesia. At the time of her participation in the pageant, in Miss World, she was a fourth-year student at the Institute of Art at the Vasil Stefanik National University Siska Party and majoring in religious art. During some trips around the same time as the Miss World pageant, Anna met the Italian Gianluca Cervara, 54 years old, a billionaire and owner of one of the largest fortunes in Europe. The two quickly started dating. Gianluca would say on his social media and to friends that he had found the great love of his life and that he couldn't be happier. In a short time, Anna moved to Jean's house in Milan, Italy. They seemed to have the most perfect life in the world. Many couple trips, wonderful hotels, yachts, luxury cars. Jean spared no effort, nor money to please Anna. With this dream life, all that was missing was finally formalizing the union of this beautiful couple. The civil wedding took place on December 22nd, 2015 in Milan. The ceremony was scheduled to happen a year later, but this event ended up not taking place. In July 2016, Anna told Gianluca that she was going for a walk around the neighborhood where they lived, smoked a cigarette, and got some fresh air to clear her mind. She left but did not return. When Jean realized it was getting late and his wife had not returned home, he tried to call her cell phone, but it was already turned off. He tried to contact friends and relatives, but no one knew the whereabouts of the young woman. Desperate, Gianluca called the police. Being very wealthy, he feared that his wife might have been kidnapped or something like that. He was already expecting a call from the kidnappers and was willing to pay the amount, whatever it took to have his beloved back home safe and sound. Jean reports that it was at this moment that he realized there was a sum of 6,000 euros missing from his safe. From that moment on, he became even more worried as he considered the possibility that his wife might be involved in something wrong, something he didn't know about, or owing money to someone. In Jean's mind, she might have taken that money to settle some debt from the past, and upon finding the person she owed, the person who was demanding payment from her, that person has ended up taking Anna's life. He told the whole story to the police, and the young woman was reported missing. Jean also hired a private detective, but nothing new was discovered, much less the whereabouts of the young woman. Jean was pressing the investigators, the police daily, for a solution to the disappearance of his wife, but without success and new leads, the case began to cool down and fall into oblivion. Months later, Jean no longer had hope of finding his wife alive. It was then, while scrolling through his Instagram feed, he came across a photo of Anna. At first, he thought, wow, she looks a lot like my wife. He realized that the photo had been posted on the Instagram of a cousin whom he didn't get along with very well. He then thought, wow, he found a woman who looks just like mine. It must be a lot of envy of my life, and ended up ignoring that photo. Not many minutes passed when Gian decided to check his cousin's profile to see who the woman in the photo was. When he entered his cousin's profile and saw the tag on the photo, he was very shocked because it was indeed his wife who had been missing until then. He entered the tagged profile and could see several photos of Anna In New York, at the main tourist spots, in museums, with groups of friends doing modeling work. In short, she seemed more happy in the photos. At first, he was happy to have found his wife, but that happiness didn't last long. While looking at the photos on his wife's profile, he realized that she was in a relationship with his cousin. He couldn't understand how they could do that to him. He went through moments of anguish searching for his wife. He thought he would never see her alive again. He fell into depression because he imagined that she could have been kidnapped because of his money and that it was entirely his fault. But in reality, she was happy in New York with a new life and a new relationship with someone who was his own flesh and blood. He suffered because of this, and now she should pay. He filed several lawsuits against Anna, alleging adultery, breach of the prenuptial agreement, and theft, as she had taken 6,000 euros from his safe. It didn't take long for Anna to speak out. She said she ran away because she was living in hell. According to Anna, Gianluca constantly beat her, prevented her from working in what she liked. He spat in her face, frequently humiliated her, in short. She said she lived through horrors. She said that the first time Gian attacked her was right after the wedding, and she ended up taking refuge at her parents' house. But when he apologized and came to get her, she agreed to give Kian another chance. She said that during this period, Jian's cousin was very supportive with her, and when she told him what was happening, he encouraged her to escape. So that day, when she said she was going out to get some air, everything was already arranged for Anna's escape, and she already knew that she would leave never to return. Jean countered Anna's accusations, saying it was a lie, that he always treated her like a princess and that she was terribly deceitful and manipulative, who had only gotten close to him for the money. And when she decided to flee from that relationship, even then, she didn't want to escape from the family's money and ended up choosing as her new partner Jean's cousin. After being discovered by Jian, Anna requested through her lawyers for a divorce, which Jian refuses to sign. I've always heard that a story has three sides: your side, my side, and what really happened. This case makes me feel truly in the dark. A perfect life, a billionaire, a model, lots of money, and lots of mystery. Was Anna really a victim of an abusive relationship and fled to save herself? Or did she fall in love with Jean's cousin and run away because he would never accept it? Or do you perhaps have another theory about what really might have happened? If you do, leave it here for me in the comments. I know I'm torn. I don't know which side to take. I think both stories were convincing, both his and hers. The good thing is that the people are alive, right? So we can hear both sides and ponder here and give our opinion. So I would like to know your opinion. Leave it here in the comments for me. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. This was today's video. If you liked, leave a like. It helps me a lot with the video's engagement. I'll stop here and see you in the next video.